Welcome to this week's Dirt Shed show, where the topic is mountain biking more accessible than ever?
Yes, a good topic, Neil. I'm excited to delve into that one. We've also got an absolutely banging BikeVault this week.
We have. Talking about new bikes, we've got an aluminium whitey Capra.
Oh, yes. And also Project Evolve, women's jam from Revs.
It was. Exactly nice. So let's get to it. Rich, showtime. What have you been up to recently? Anything good?
It was bank holiday weekend, wasn't it? So I did a bit of house renovation because I'm still doing that.
Sounds boring.
Yeah, it was boring, yeah, plastering. But I did go out for some good rides as well, up to some local trails I've not ridden in a while. Yeah, what about you?
You fell off your motocross bike as well, I did see.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, I did, yeah.
I've not been riding much, actually, but things are going to change. Not ridden for about a week or two.
Ooh.
I don't know, it's been a little while, but this week I'm getting back on it.
Well, it is Get Riding Week, so perfectly timed, Neil.
That's true.
I like it, I like it. Yeah, so is mountain biking more accessible than ever?
Well, it's definitely got me thinking. We've got some more videos. This weekend, actually, we've got a video where I'll give you some tips on how I taught my kids how to ride a bike. So I'm seeing more kids on proper mountain bikes than I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I do think mountain biking has got way more accessible. Definitely think it's the most accessible it's ever been.
For sure.
We've looked at some of these brilliant events. We're going to talk about one later on as well, that Project Evolve.
Yeah.
We've seen, I went to that Vanta Jam. I know you guys talked about it. I talked about the show last week.
Yeah.
And there we had people like Billy Pugh and Harry Schofield, like kids who are like 12, 30 and 14-year-old kids riding their bikes, doing these massive jumps. And then you've got the sort of core average mountain biker. And then you've got people like Joey Goff, who's a 40-year-old female rider who's absolutely shredding. So you look at a diverse group of people that are there for a pro event, invitational only. That just shows how accessible mountain biking is, I think, in a nutshell.
Yeah, I agree. But that's quite still top end in a way, though, isn't it?
Yeah,
because it was an invite-only event. Now, back in the day, it might have been sort of the no dig, no ride, and a bit clicky when it came to mountain bike, like pockets of mountain bikers here and there.
Definitely on the dirt jump scenes. That I think it's still a little bit clickier, but that's the way some people get into mountain bikes. But I think if you go to the average woods now, where in the UK at least, there's trails there.
Pretty much every bit of woodland.
There might not be legit bike parks, but there's trails where pretty much everyone's welcome to ride.
Definitely.
I've never really seen any sort of grief at those places.
Not really, and you've got to think about it now. So there's more trail centres, there are really good, really affordable mountain bikes these days, and it just makes mountain biking almost more accessible for more people to even just have a go without having to fork out a load of cash.
You know what I thought as well? It's easier to find trails nowadays. In the old days, you used to get your map out or ask people. Yeah. Nowadays, you've got things like Komoot, Trail Forks, you know, all these bits of technology that really help you find somewhere. If you decide you want to get into mountain biking, you probably quite easily find somewhere to go and do it. And like we say, we've talked about the bikes loads. With the Voodoo bike that I've banged on about those times, that bike cost me 300 quid. That's a great bike for getting out on trails. Yeah. And I've talked about it before as well, where you can spend loads of money on great bikes, more than you ever could before, but also the lower end, you can get a brilliant bike for not a huge amount of money nowadays.
100%. I'm going to play devil's advocate though.
Go on.
Yeah. So is mountain biking more accessible than ever? Are there disadvantages to this? I've written a few down. Potentially overcrowded trails, more people, busier trails.
I hear people moan about this. I've heard this at Eastridge. There's loads of e-bikes riding trails.
Oh, okay.
But my argument always is, those trails used to get overgrown in summer because not enough people rode them.
Right.
Now, the more people riding, it's people keeping the trails in check a bit.
Okay.
And of course, you've got to put your time in a bit and help out with the trails if
Very
you can.
true. Right. More non-legit trails popping up.
There was a lot of that.
Over lockdown, that was a problem.
I was going to say, that was a lockdown effect. That has caused a bit of tension in some areas. I'm sure UK, I've heard of that a lot.
We had it, yeah. A bit of a negative, maybe.
I guess, but you know, we're getting some amazing, legit places to ride, so you don't want to ever spoil that. So
True.
I don't know, maybe that is a disadvantage.
Well, I tell you what, why not let us know in the comments down below what you think. Is mountain biking more accessible than ever? Is it easier to get into it?
And is more people riding mountain bikes a better thing? I think it is.
Yeah, let us know in the comments below. But for now, over to Toff and Tom over the news and sickest thing of the week.
Oh, that's a nice, very positive noise. Boop. Boop. What's up everyone, back in the Dirt Shed this week and we're going to jump straight into some XC news. We're fast approaching round 2 this weekend where the field will be headed to Albstadt, Germany for one of the staple rounds of the calendar. Since the road season is tapering down now, we're due to see the return of several of the podium threats to the men's race in the form of Tom Pidcock, Victor Koretsky and Sam Gaze. There are some new tyres from Goodyear, the Newton, MTF and MTR, the second generation of the Newton. There's a taller, wider space tread pattern on the front tyre with a wider, squarer profile with more tread blocks spaced less on the rear tyre. Both are available in 29 or 27.5, in 2.4 or 2.6, 2 compounds and 3 tyre casings. There's a new collection from Muck-Off. They've launched their shoe care kit, which includes cleaner, a protector, buffing towels, a cleaning brush and some foam fresh, priced at £30. A decent saving over purchasing them all individually. Vittoria are setting out to change the way that they're developing and testing their mountain bike tyres with the creation of Vittoria Park, their very own tyre proving ground. Construction has begun on the 5-hectare park just outside of Milan in Italy. Once completed, they'll have a variety of tracks on their doorstep, which will also be open to the public. It's bound to have some pretty savage rock gardens though, and a range of surfaces for them to test on. When I'm imagining Vittoria Park, I'm imagining like da-na-na-na-na. Right, that's the lot this week. Who are you rooting for to take the XC in Albstadt this weekend? Let us know in the comments, and with that, let's get over to Toff for the sickest thing of the week.
Right, this week's sickest thing has to be the super sick video from Alessio Tonoli. Neil actually spotted it a while ago and put it in a work group chat, and it just blew my mind because this is like the most underrated rider ever. Like, how has he not got a mountain bike sponsor? It's like mental, isn't it? It's got like the sickest style ever, clearly absolutely sends it, rides all different types of mountain biking with a smile on his face, and like isn't hooked up. Like, what is going on in the industry right now? We've got these like TikTok, Instagram comedians somehow like getting bikes just because they got a few followers on Instagram, and then actual real life like super dope riders like this aren't even getting hooked up. Like, am I the only one who thinks that's absolutely dumb? Anyway, I'd be really surprised if he doesn't blow up in the next year or so anyway, because he's a really sick rider. And if you work in athlete marketing, you're absolutely stupid if you don't think he's going to make your brand look cool. His name is Cornflakes Future. Go check him out. Right, that's my sickest thing this week. Time to go back to the shed.
Rich, you've been on the Wahoo trainer on Zwift with Manon from GCN. I hear this is a festival base, and also there's a chance for them to win a prize.
There is, yeah. So in the week we went online off-road mountain biking.
Yeah, I've done that.
It was great fun. Loads of people turned up. It was a really good laugh. And actually the bonus is, if you take part in one of these rides, and keep your eyes peeled, because there may well be more coming up, you can win VIP tickets to the Global Bike Festival, 16th to 19th of June.
VIP, didn't know that.
VIP, yeah. I don't think we're even VIPs.
I would have got involved. I hope you've heard about the Global Bike Festival. Come and ride with us, come and have some fun with us. Also, you get 25% off. You use the code Neil25.
No, Rich25, come on.
Because the person with the most people that sign up gets beer, apparently. So if you use Neil25 for 25% off.
Do you know what? Just use any code. Just come along, because it is going to be great fun. But Neil, guess what time it is? It's time for, I'm not going to sing, don't worry.
Don't sing.
Hacks and bodges.
All right, there's some crackers this week. Starting off with a pretty good bodge, definitely a bodge, from Chris in Rotorua. Went for a night ride, loads of mud, 20k from home, that's a long way. Crank came loose and fell off. Now, he's
run a zip tie through it, I think.
2 cable ties and a few twigs. So twig either end, I guess you kind of, would you whack your ankles on them? I don't know, but it's better than a 20-kilometre walk.
Yeah. Do you know what, I raced EWS Rotorua. My first year, my crank fell off, sheared the bolts.
Really?
Yeah, so I could have done with knowing that.
Something in that dirt over there.
Yeah, wears it out.
Eggy dirt. Doesn't it stink in Rotorua?
I did sometimes, down in town.
I've never been. That's all I've heard from the world champs. Everyone went, it stinks. Although it looks very nice.
It does. Good bodge? Definitely a bodge.
No, not a hack. This is a hack. This is Wade on his, check out this, just got a standard bike rack for the car. What car is that? Is that an old Fiesta?
Look at the bodge.
Yeah, okay. What's he done? So he's 3D mounted, or 3D printed even, with M8 bolts for the through axle for the front wheel.
Yes.
And then used a bit of stuff, what is that? Just
a spare front hub. Basically, he's clamped a spare front hub into this thing he's 3D printed. I mean, let's say, who's not 3D printing these days? Everyone's.
That is pretty good.
So, and then that hub just stays clamped in there.
And then you just sort of tie the rear wheel around the rack. So that, because bike racks are expensive, and that is definitely a hack.
Yeah, and see, he's done like a quick release version and a bolt-through version as well.
And let us know, is that a Fiesta? I think it is.
Do you reckon? I was going to say an old, it looks quite square at the back, almost Renault-like.
Who knows?
Anyway, we digress.
Another.
Wow! I've got Dalton and his crazy chain tensioner he's made from a twig. So he says, my friend ripped off his derailleur on a skinny, and this was the only chain length that would fit straight on without a cassette. Too much slack, so basically a Y-shaped stick, taped the heck out of it.
Wow.
And this is what you get.
It lasted 3 miles. 3 miles is still a long walk as well.
Yeah. Back to the car.
That's not going to last forever, is it? It's going to snap off pretty quick.
Still ingenuity. I like that.
This is ingenious. This is Roger in Milton Keynes. Swapping out his rotors on his Canada. I thought he needed a stand to make it a bit easier. And he's got, what's that? Scrap 3x2 CLS, whatever that is.
That's a type of wood.
In the garage, there you go. And he sort of holds the wheel on with that.
Yeah, it's clever. Just so it hovers in like, because just you want it like there. You can go Formula One style, isn't it?
I always do use a normal Allen key, Torx key, or do you use your Torx Works?
I use the Works drill, but to a really low torque setting, and then I just nip them up with a T25
me too.
after.
I've heard people say they round off, they've ruined their threads.
Yeah,
never done.
only if you got it on like, 50 newton meters like that with an impact wrench or something.
Wrench,
yeah, don't use an impact wrench.
There you go, hacks and bodges.
Wow, nice. We got to choose a winner, don't we?
Oh,
Martin normally throws a mug at people.
Oh, Martin's not here this week, he's off.
These are all.
So we haven't got his throwing skills this
No,
week.
we don't. But who are we going to choose? Who are we going to choose?
Well, I think the bike rack, mate.
I agree.
From Wade.
Yep.
I think that's inspiring. People can copy that.
Wade, congratulations. You've won yourself an imaginary stunt mug, but it is coming its way to you, a real one.
Hopefully it'll fit in the cup holder. They probably don't have cup holder in
I
Fiesta.
wouldn't have thought so.
Time for a bit of tech. Actually, I've been watching some of the GMBN videos, checking out the stuff from Garda. Some cool new bikes over there.
Very nice.
But talking non-e-bikes, Rich, there's a new YT Capra.
There is.
I don't know anything about it. Tell me more.
Okay, so actually, YT have released the new Capra Core. So it basically is an aluminium version of their carbon Capra. Same geometry, same details, just made of metal.
Nice.
Yeah,
Like it.
so really good builds on this. Much more affordable price point, so it kind of opens up the market to maybe those pipe park shredders or people who don't want a carbon frame. Lots of different builds, lots of different prices. I actually talked about it a little bit more in depth with the tech guys over on the tech show, so if you want to know more, head on over there. But yeah, really exciting to see a brand like that.
Good. Those Capras are just popular bikes now.
Yeah, I love it.
So I'm sure we'll see some more of those on trails. Anyway,
yes.
Let's see some fails. Oh. Whoa. Whoa! Rich, have you ever seen almost loop out to front flip in your life?
Holy moly, I have not.
Have you ever seen those bikes where they build the metal things around
Oh,
it?
the forward roll type
Kind of
thing.
made me feel like that. It needed one of those.
He needed the cage.
Whoa.
Yeah.
There you go. Some pretty good fails now this week.
Yes. Right, this week's caption contest, O'Neill. Look at this this picture of me they chose.
Rich, we've missed this for a couple of weeks, but this is a good one.
Didn't get my good side.
Shall I give you one?
Go on.
That makes me feel sick already. The ice cream looks nice. There you go. Leave something maybe a little bit less harsh down below for a chance to win something. What would we give away?
I'm worried how long you were thinking of that one for. Yeah, they could have a jersey.
I am one lucky dude, right? Limited edition grip hoodie. Look at this. Look at the back. In this nice grey blue kind of colour. I'm the only dude that's got it. None of the other presenters have got it. If you want to get yourself one, head over to our shop because there's limited stock and they're going to jump quick.
Neil, tell me something you liked this week.
I know you talked about this in Tech Show as well, but Anna was there. This is the Project Evolve, took part at Revs, a women's jam day. It looked really cool. So they had 140 riders there.
Mad.
Pretty mental. Loads of women riding loads of cool stuff. So there was a session on the Vision, different place.
Vs.
Big jumps, super big jumps. Also, Joey Goff was sending that 50-1 line. Have you seen that?
Yeah.
Have you seen that in real life?
No, I haven't. I've never been there. I need to get up there. No, I hadn't been there.
That jump is probably the biggest jump I've ever seen.
Wow.
It's the biggest pile of dirt I've ever seen. The landing, it's ridiculous. We've seen a few people riding that.
Yeah, it looked amazing, didn't it? It looked really good. Do you know, actually, quick fact, this is what Anna was telling me. So normally on a Revs day, there's about 90 people, just in general.
Yeah. And
140 women turned up for this.
Really cool. There was big groups of people from like super young, all riding. I think they're trying to plan a couple more of these throughout the year. So well done. It's Vera Sandler, Becky Skelton and Sean Dillon that organised this. Looked amazing.
Yes, very good.
Coming up this week on GMBN, well, tomorrow it's the end of Get Riding Week, where I've got that video where I teach my kids how to ride or show you a few tips on how to do that. It can be a bit tricky. Hopefully there's not too many tears from you, not just the kids.
And do you know what I'm looking forward to? So obviously, is Bentonville the mountain bike capital of the world?
Yeah.
Well, we went out there to find out, and we've done a big old feature coming out on Sunday, so stay tuned. I'm really looking forward to that one.
Also, as part of that, you might have seen this on our social media, we did a ride out, so we invited people to come along. It was mental. Blake said the same thing, it got a bit emotional. When we were riding down with them, I couldn't believe that many people had come to meet us. Anyway, that's all coming up on Sunday's video.
Yes, but should we dive into the BikeVault?
Let's do it, let's get the bell.
Oh, go on.
You know what, Rich? Mine's off duty, so I put together the BikeVault this week, and there are some cracking bikes in there, if I do say so myself.
Exciting times.
I foresee quite a few super nices coming.
Oh, really?
I think so.
Oh, well, let's kick things off then. We have a very nice zeroed.
Yeah. So we don't see that many. What do you call them?
Gearbox bikes.
Gearbox bikes.
Yeah.
I was trying to think of the word. No one does them. But I think it's cool to see them.
Yeah. So this is from Guy. I'm going to assume he is Southern Hemisphere. Yeah, Australia. So yeah, very nice though. That's a pretty cool looking bike. I rode a gearbox bike for a year racing.
I know, yeah. And actually, funny enough, in the EMBN video as well, there's the Nikolai with the e-bike with the gearbox.
Is that Pinion?
That's good. I think it is, yeah.
Okay, cool. What do we reckon? I like the colour, I'll be honest. So I'm swaying forwards the bell.
Go on then. Go on.
No, go on.
Oh,
yeah, go on.
Hey. Nice start as we mean to go on, because I think that's...
Wow, that's a cool picture as well, isn't it? Tan walls, super clean. That must be a fresh build from Rob. His is
custom built these for two daughters actually for racing cross country.
Wow.
Two birds. I love a bit of Bob Marley.
It's nice. Super nice?
I think so.
Yeah, I think. Just for the tan walls. Actually, look at that little mud gun.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Moving on to a niner with is it an MRP fork? I think it is. The other picture showed us nicely. But check out the colour. It kind of reminds me, I don't know what, it's kind of like race car. I don't know why, but silver and blue.
Yeah, I like it. Problem though, Neil.
It's non-drive side, Richard.
He knows it, exactly. So we just can't.
Really?
We can't know.
I didn't know those were still the rules.
I live by, but if you want to give it a ring.
It's Christopher's bike in John Copping. I said that completely wrong, I'm sure. John Copping, Sweden. I think it's good. Anyway.
It is very nice. Yeah, good one. Next up is Jan Alexandra Canyon Spectral 29 CF8 in Bouillon, Belgium. Lovely sunny day of Enduro.
Where the gravy comes from, I presume. I think that's a great looking bike. The Spectral, I've talked about this loads, how like Canyon have sort of used that same silhouette for their other bikes like the Torque and the 125.
Doesn't say which travel it is though.
It's 29.
Spectral 29, oh, so sorry, yeah.
150, 160.
150, 160. Super nice?
I believe so.
The Don believes so, I agree. Right, oh, wow.
Check out this Spangler. This is Maxime's Da Vinci Spartan Exo, one build with Next R wheels in Quebec. I flew over Quebec on the way back from Bentonville and I could see the city and Mont Saint Anne. I've got some brilliant memories. And I started listening to Killer's albums from like 2006.
That era.
Me and my mate drove to the World Cup. Anyway.
All right, Mr. Brightside.
It was bringing back some great memories. I love riding around there.
It's pretty cool. It's a cool paint job on that. I'm liking it.
Is that a standard paint job? I don't know.
I wouldn't have a clue. What are we reckoning though, Neil?
I think that's super nice.
Go for it.
Come on.
Oh, Lord, Neil. Yeah.
Can
Did you put this in?
Jekyll, I did. This is Seth in Fort Collins. This was my first ever real bike when I was a teenager. Still got it. Snapped the trunnion mount on the rear shock. Trunnion mount on the rear shock a decade ago. Didn't know that. Finally found a replacement for it on eBay. Spent a few days bringing it back to life. It now rides as well as it did in the early 2000s, which is not that well.
Oh, look. I mean, it's a vertical head angle with...
I did it. I am taking the mickey. So if for the right thing, I'm sure that feels amazing. But it looks pretty funky nowadays.
Like landfill.
Martin's not here this week, so we don't have to give it a super nice because Candell. So I think it's nice.
So there you go. All right, next up, Samuel's Commensal Meta AM 29er in Australia again. The Aussies pumping out the good bikes.
I put this in just 'cause I think that's a good looking bike.
It is. They are a good.
So simple as that. Super nice.
There you go. Done. Right, next. A little orange number from Finn.
In the Bluebells are out at the moment in box. Ooh, I know it.
Oh, not far away.
Yeah. Orange bike in the Bluebells.
Yeah. It's good. It's nice. I like it. Custom lyric.
Big Dog 29er custom lyric. Yeah.
Big dog.
Well,
Does it have a dropper, do you think?
Doesn't look like it does, does it?
Doesn't, no.
Good for bombing down the woods, though.
Yeah, I bet. Nice. Thank you very much. A rock. We don't get many rock riders come in.
Because we were talking about it earlier, weren't we? They've got a cross-country race team. That's what made me think about it. So this is the AM 100S. Is that? I don't think I rode that one. I did a video.
From Canada, this is.
Yeah, so you buy these in Decathlon and they are mega value. These ones, these AMs, are brilliant bikes for the money. I think it's cool.
Yeah. Hey, if it's a good bike, I mean, talking of get riding week and getting you out, affordable bikes, this is perfect for that, isn't it?
Nice. Anyway, come on, let's finish with, I think, the best bike of the week.
Oh, I was about to ring it. We didn't grade it.
Oh, I thought it was nice.
Oh, okay. God.
Anyway, this is Vitor's. What does it say? It says Bixis Lane X. I've never heard of it. This is a slope jib Duro, or free Duro bike.
Jib. Wow.
Check out the colours and the build on this is unbelievable. Axis, dropper, and
Trick Stuff gyro.
Yes, check
I didn't even know Trick Stuff made a gyro.
Yes, a hydraulic gyro for doing the bar spins. And then the front cable goes through the steering.
Wow.
It's super neat. I think it looks amazing.
Looks like a canyon.
Is it?
It does look like it. Looks like a strive of it.
Bixis. I've never heard of Bixis.
I don't know. I'm going to have to Google them after this. Wow.
Good looking bike.
Little. Nice. That's a strong ending, that one, isn't it?
Yes, that's what I thought.
Nice one. Good
There you go. Keep sending your bikes in. Use the link down below for our uploader. Get them in. Hopefully you'll get super nice.
Yep. Thank you, Vote. I think that's it from us for now, isn't it?
It is.
We're done. Dusted. We are out of here. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, everyone. It's been a great pleasure. And we'll catch you next time.
See you later.